Welcome all to Mist-Valley Skyrim. I'm the Mist Lord. You can call me Dread. This is a new series. This is on the Nordic Souls mod pack for Skyrim. My first episode here on this mod pack. So let's quickly talk about the series. Get through the introductions to it and then get into what's happening. This here is an Imperial lady whose name is Kant Katchem. And the series is called If You Can't Catch 'Em. So, Placidia is an Imperial. She used to run an adventuring company in Cyrodiil. She moved her way up from a brash newbie in the company all the way up to second in command, and then eventually over the years to company leader. She is in her late 30s. Under her, the Free Paid Armsmen, name of the company, they were very successful at what they did, and what they did was complete difficult jobs for good pay. But then one day, the unthinkable happened. They got paid to do a job. Their employer was somebody very high up in the Cyrodiil government. They were to rescue this man's mistress, who had been taken captive by an unknown rival and was being used against him. They tracked her and her captors to northern Cyrodiil. They watched, and then they made their plans. Their plans were very nearly foolproof. And if they weren't, there were 3 different backup plans to resort to depending on what was occurring. They were prepared for this. But treachery from within, that was their undoing. Someone knew their every move. And they countered them with a weakness that they wouldn't be expecting at this stage of the game. Vampires. The vampires hit them in the night just 2 hours before the Free Paid Armsmen were to launch their own attack on the bandits holding the woman captive. Kant Katchem knew the company had 3 people on guard out in the night, but they never sounded the warning. What had happened to the brown-furred Khajiit, the blue-furred Khajiit, and the female Dunmer? Nobody knew. All the company knew suddenly was blood and pain and darkness. Placidia woke up several times, always on her back in a small cart where she was laying, in great pain and too weak to move. Then the pain and the searing fever would take her again and she would pass out. But days later, before she was truly awake, and she had very little memory of her life for the next week or more after that. Her wounds were too grievous. Her memories returned slowly. Some nice immigrants on their way to Skyrim had found her on the road in northern Cyrodiil, barely alive. Sorry, on the ground in northern Cyrodiil, not on the road. Barely alive. Multiple arrows sticking out of her and a large wound on her neck. They took her with them out of pity, not really expecting her to survive. Tended to her wounds the best they could and kept moving towards Skyrim. And she wouldn't have survived if they hadn't stumbled across the path of a priest of Archay, who recognized the onset of vampirism and healed her before it got hold of her any further. She was with the couple and their 2 children when they pulled into the spot in Skyrim where they planned on settling. She watched from her cart, trying to concentrate on surviving, as the man cut logs and hauled them to their spot and started to slowly build them up a cabin, while the women and the children went down to the creek and fished so they had food. She watched their struggle for days, then weeks. When she was able to at last stand on her own, she promised to pay them back, but they just smiled and told her to lay down and save her strength. They trapped small animals to eat, they fought off a wolf attack, and they fished, all while trying to build a cabin for them to live in, having to make do with sleeping around a campfire. In the meantime, Placidia managed to launch a few arrows and stones at the wolf that attacked, but it almost forced her to pass out from the pain. But she my God, talking is hard, I apologize. But she slowly grew stronger. Standing became less of a chore. She could get around with a heavy stick to lean on. She helped to clean clothes down in the creek. At least it was something. But it never felt like enough as she watched this young family struggle in their new environment. Kant Katchem began to range slowly further and further in search of game for the family and herself to eat, as her strength slowly returned to her. She came back near evening one day to a scene she did not want to see. It looked like somebody herded a couple of mammoths through their camp, Everything was smashed to bits, including the family of 4. They were all gone. They never even got to finish their cabin. Lucidia was still weak, but she couldn't stay there. She moved on, slowly, and eventually found herself in a little town called Dragonbridge. She spent a few weeks there at the Four Shield Tavern, burning through what little money she had left, training every day in her room, trying to recover her strength. She sent word back to Cyrodiil and got a reply. Their last employer had shut down what was left of the free-paid armsmen, seizing everything as his own, and furthermore, Lucidia was persona non grata in the Imperial Province now. Should she show up there and be recognized, she would be in prison for life, or maybe even be put to death. And as she sat there in the tavern, pondering what her life had come to, she heard a most unexpected rumor. Welcome to You Can't Catch 'Em. If it felt like Lucidia had been in this Four Shields tavern for weeks, because she was feeling a little more like herself, although she knew that her skills were rusty as crap. Excuse me, rusty as dung. And she just didn't have the stamina and energy she used to. Even her head, due to the injuries she had suffered, was a little cloudy at times. But here she had sat, getting word back, waiting for word back from Cyrodiil on her adventuring company and the fate of them, and finding out that she was no longer welcome back in Cyrodiil. But after what she had been through, she didn't know what kind of life she actually wanted anyways. But she had been here, spending what little money she had. She had just ragged clothes for a while, because she didn't want to spend any money on them. But then, one day, she met someone who was clearly hiding something. But she sidled up to them and made some small talk with them in the inn here, and suggested maybe they could do some kind of business. Went for a walk outside of town, and Lucidia ended her. And sure enough, she had some things on her that made her believe that she was right. She was a necromancer. So she took her robes and her clothing, and that's what she's wearing now. These are some nice necromancer outfit clothing. And it has no armor value at all, but at least it's clothing for her. She feels comfortable in it. It's all good. That was several days ago, and then yesterday she was running right out of coin. When a man came in, and an Imperial, and she sat down beside him and said she was an Imperial too, struck up a nice conversation. When he moved on along his way after a nice meal and a drink, she followed him for a while outside of town, and then called out to him, and he turned around and waited for her, and she came up beside him and stuck a dagger right in his spine. Unfortunately for her, she then found out how out of shape she was, because the blow did not kill him. And he fell on top of her and wrestled with her, and she almost succumbed to that man before she managed to reach a hand around and grab that dagger, take it out, plunge it back in, and finally kill him. So she's thinking to herself now, yesterday, let's hide these clothes away in my room. I've got a little bit of gold now, not much, a few things. We'll keep that armor for when we go on the road. And then sitting here earlier today, she, earlier in the morning, he had someone come by who was talking with his companion and happened to mention being in Riften, where there was a blue-furred Khajiit in jail there, who just could not stop talking about the horrible things he had done to his companions. She knows who that is. He had to have been the one to betray her and the company. She's a long ways from Riften, she knows that. She's not real familiar with Skyrim yet, but she kind of has a general idea where the biggest cities are. And this broken woman of almost 40 years of age Now, who can't now go back to her own country, her own province, is now in this war-torn area, thinks to herself that revenge may not yet be a thing that she would give up
Something
on.
on your mind?
Look, you've been eyeing me for a while here, sweetie. What can I do for you?
You, tell me, do you think I'm attractive?
I don't know. I prefer men.
Well, sure, so do I. That doesn't mean you aren't above having an opinion on the fairer sex. For instance, one of the mages in my guild, a female high elf, is very, very unattractive. Although I do admire her strength. Her neck must be so strong to hold up that boulder she calls a chin.
That's odd, because high elves are usually very attractive. And what brings you here?
When the guild I belonged to last met, Nellos instructed us to refrain from contact for the time being.
Why's that?
I suspected this might be some clever attempt for him and Alduin to escape on some tryst, which neither I nor the laws of decency could abide by. So I followed Nellos to Harfinger, but only got as far as Dragonbridge before I lost track of him. I wait here now in hopes that he might return, and in fear that she will be with him when he does.
Okay, and who's the high elf?
Alduin is my arch enemy, my nemesis in love.
You're far too close to me,
Nellos
you know.
is always
Far too
talking
close.
to her, confiding in her, when he should be doing those things with me.
Why?
It makes no sense why he prefers her company. Unlike that Somerset I saw, I'm a fellow Dunmer. Not to mention I'm cuter, funnier, and by far the more talented mage.
It's great voice acting, by the way.
And the worst part is they just met. How can he value the counsel of that drunk over his companion of 5 years?
Wait, 5 years and he's never made a pass at you? I think he obviously sees you as just a friend. You should probably just move on.
You don't know that. You haven't seen the way he looks at me, the way all males look at me.
Isn't there some business?
It's the kind of look that makes you nervous and excited, in control and yet completely powerless. I'd recognize it anywhere, especially on him.
Uh-huh. Mentioned you were a mage.
I am, and I'll have you know it wasn't all talent. I worked very hard to become the mage I am. A mage not everyone thought I could be.
Okay.
I still remember when I was but a novice at the college.
Oh, you do like to
Whenever
talk,
I
don't
cast
you?
a destruction spell, everyone would comment on
I can
what a
see
good
why he took
enchanter
off
I
with
was.
anybody else but you.
I didn't realize it at the time, but I think they were insulting me. Although, to be fair, I am a good enchanter. The best.
The best, eh? Mm-hmm. Of course, you've made it abundantly clear, dear, that you are wonderful at everything. In fact, you shouldn't even be talking to me. You're clearly well above my station.
Yes, but I found where I truly excel is with spells of frost and cold. I was in the Arcaneum studying a tome on that very subject when I first met Nellos. He looked so menacing with that lick of hair and blades of war paint slashed across his face, yet his voice was gentle. He asked me if I understood the tome I read. I could only nod what remained of my head as my body melted into the floor. His questions turned out to be a sort of audition, one that I naturally passed with flying colours, despite Nellos having sailed under false ones.
Yeah, you left a fine institution to follow the road, mage, but you won't be missed.
An institution that cared more about itself than its students. Perhaps if I was some ancient relic or magical staff...
Lucidia thinks to herself, I
professors might have
really
actually
do need a
bothered to
traveling companion or
recognise
I'm
my
not going to make it to
existence.
Ripton, but I would kill
The only
this
one who
woman
did
as soon as we
stop to
got out of
notice me
town.
was that old lech Sergius. His attention was not the kind I wanted, however, even if it was inevitable. Such are the perils of beauty. Males want and repeatedly ask for that which they do not deserve.
What's so special about the tome?
It was a book recommended to me by the librarian's apprentice on the nature of destruction magic. While some schools attempt to mimic reality and others try to alter it, it was unclear whether destruction was doing one or the other. When you harness the elements, do you draw them from nature or manifest them? When heat is drawn to make fire, does the air lose warmth?
Such a stupid question. It's
Much of this was
magic,
explained to
dear.
me by
It's
Nellos.
magic.
Not that I needed him to.
Stop trying
I
to understand
understood
it.
just fine.
Just do it.
I just wanted to hear his voice.
Sure, you want to hear your own voice. Of course, he probably would never have spoken again otherwise.
In any case, he told me how the answer lies in the beasts of the wild and the world around us. When plants fail to grow in mage light, it's proof alteration is not natural. When the invisible can be touched, it proves that illusion is not real. Then look at the way catfish come to the surface when the earth is about to quake, or how rodents scurry indoors days before winter. Nature knows what's real, and it will react to a coming storm in the same fashion, whether it made by mortals or gods.
Who's knows?
Arguably the greatest mage in all of Tamriel. But when it comes to who is most dashing, I will tolerate no argument. He is a Dunmer of average height, but immeasurable stature, his eyes burning with the fire of the Red Mountain itself. For all those who serve the guild, he is our leader, our mentor, our muse. He is the hand and we are the fingers, waiting for the long night when we clutch all of Nirn in our palm.
Miss Vida, may I ask you a question?
Hey, he's so handsome, he better not introduce us. He might fall for me.
As if your beauty or lack thereof could ever compare to mine. You're as pretty as saber cats are gentle.
I don't even want to know anymore.
About time.
I'm hoping to run my own inn someday.
Okay. Well, thank goodness she left. Oh my. Anyways, time to go in here, grab our clothes. We'll do right now. All right, there we go. I'll allow you guys to see the that armor, the TSUN armor. Now you will note the clothing. Sometimes the clothing and the armor my character wears are not part of Nordic Souls. I have added some in just for my own character's use to set them apart from everyone else. Just so you're aware. Okie dokie. Artichoke. Oh, that still hurts. Should do that. Okay, let's talk to this fellow here. This lady here. Sorry.
Fate is the name. I keep the inn.
Hello, Fada. We have talked before, you know. Heard any rumors lately? Okay. Any more rumors?
Been talk of a little boy in Windhelm, name of Aventus Aretino. Get this. He's been trying to contact the Dark Brotherhood.
What? A boy?
Foolish lad.
That's insane.
Have you seen that Shrine of Azura? People say there's someone in Riften that can change your fate. Take a look.
Okay, we don't have a lot of gold. Think there's anything here we can really sell? No. Should grab that. That's only 6. We'll take that. Take just one of these. I've got a couple. Take that. Okay.
Until next time.
Don't have an alchemy type table down here, do we? Oh, I think we do. Oh, we did. Oh. Gosh darn it. We don't have one in here. No, okay. Let's just take a quick peek. We don't have any books to read, right? Nope. Hold on, we'll do that. Okay. So, it's late. But I need to move about, see if I can find anything else in the town here. I don't recall seeing a cart here to take me to Riften, so we might have to do some walking. Things I don't have, I do not... Hello? Hello? Okay.
I'm just itching for a fight.
Not itching to talk, apparently. Okay, so, don't have set up yet. Do that. This over here. Put that on one, along with that. Healing. Flames. What? Fury. Calm. Mage light here. Feel cool. So, we're gonna take a look around town. Knowing we're gonna be getting out of here and leaving this town soon.
Ulfric Stormcloak, the rightful High King? What a laugh.
Imperial outpost down there. Bridge. Very big piggy. Chicken.
Damn Stormcloaks. Oblivion take them. Every miserable last one of them.
It's good because with a little blister wart we can make something out of that. Don't see a lot in the way of people who come adventuring with me. It'll make things difficult.
We do this for the good of Skyrim and her people. Never forget that. Skyrim is the birthplace of the Empire.
Make yourself useful and chop up some firewood. There's a few coins in it for you.
Any trouble with your wife?
Her name's
Heard a
Older.
rumor.
If you've met her, then you probably already know what I'm
Like
talking
her
about.
listening to you in the
I
background?
swear that woman is the most spiteful shrew in all of
Oh,
Skyrim.
you should really keep her voice down.
I think there's a chunk of ice where her heart ought to be. All right then. All this standing around is rubbish. You should be taking the fight to the Stormcloaks.
Really use a good backpack to carry stuff into, but they don't seem to have that here, so. Selling this firewood in the morning might help offset the price of the room we'll have to rent for the night. Since we're low on coin, probably a good idea. Not a lot of places to sell things here either. In fact, I don't think there's much of anything other than the inn, so. Also don't probably have huge stores of magicka, and I don't have a bow. So we'll be relying on the magicka for long-range attacks when we get out of here. Especially if I'm going to be alone. That's going to deplete really quickly, which will put me into hand-to-hand territory really fast, and that's not a good thing. Alright. Better head back to the inn.
Welcome, traveler. Mind yourself in our town.
I've been here for a few weeks, actually.
Mean-spirited folk passed through lately.
Oh?
Thought I was rid of those sorts when I left Markarth.
What happened? Some cabbages to sell you.
Honest pay for honest work.
Mention mean folk passing through town?
Both the Imperials and Stormcloaks have sent riders this way, scouting the bridge and the lands nearby. They stayed at the inn but didn't pay. They said soldiers don't need to pay because they're risking their lives to protect us. And that's not all. They took a heap of our lumber, and one tried to have his way with my daughter. They think they can do whatever they want.
Said you came here from Markarth?
I grew up an orphan on the streets of Markarth. I'd have died there too, but for the kindness of an old warrior named Logrove the Bent.
Logrove the Bent.
Logrove rescued me and gave me enough money to get out of the city. I followed the Karth River north and came here. When I met Michelle, I knew this is where I belonged. I suppose that's it, really.
What can you tell me about the town, anyways? You've been here a bit? You came from elsewhere? What do you think of it?
We aren't a big city like Solitude or Markarth, but we like it this way. You'll always be welcome here, of course, but I trust you're not planning any trouble.
No, I'm actually going to be moving on soon. What about your family there, sir?
Got a loving wife, a healthy son, and a patch of land to call my own. What more can a man ask for? Is it the blessings of the divines? Maybe. Who knows? The only thing I can tell you, if it weren't for Michelle, I'd probably be dead in a Markarth gutter by now. Until next time.
Yes. Next time indeed. Four Shields Tavern. Here we go.
Come on in. Just stoke the fire. Take a seat and get the cold out.
Let's raise my alteration a little by doing this. Oh yeah, that magicka comes back up pretty slow. Really?
We do this for the good of Skyrim and her. Get walking, stranger.
Hey,
Something different about you, I can tell. Hope you ain't here to cause trouble. Fate is the name. I keep the inn.
You met many times,
Let me know if
Fada.
you want anything.
Have you also had a head
The meals
injury?
I serve ain't what I'd call a Jarl's feast, but they'll fill your belly.
If Ulfric wasn't blinded by lust for power.
Any leads on work?
Here, take a look at this.
Oh.
Some of the Jarl's men came by and left this bounty letter.
Just while I was out of the inn, I guess. Okay. You think about Horgir and Olda.
Poor Horgir. Everyone in town knows about his wife's affair but him. Probably better if he doesn't know.
Really? A lot of visitors here.
My customers are mostly local, but I've seen a lot of travelers lately. Mostly soldier nowadays.
Tell me about the place?
Well, this is really quite a nice town when you get down to it. You met the Lilvievs? Quiet family, but they're the heart of Dragonbridge. Julien will make a fine innkeeper someday.
And yet, running the inn here.
I was a barmaid at the Winking Skeever when I met my husband.
Skeever.
Rest his soul.
Never heard of it.
Wasn't for him, I'd still be working there.
Hey, rent a room, please.
Sure thing. It's yours for a day.
In my room, please.
Of course. I'll show you to your room. Right
Yep.
this way.
Well, the locals' frequency inn has been reported missing. I'll tell the innkeeper report to the guard, but Aldipia said he saw the person in question leap off Dragon Bridge. Sad state of affairs, but not our concern. Why is there this guy in my room?
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
Thank you. Here. Is this here? All right, let's get some sleep. We might investigate the bridge on the way out of town. See what's going on. So this mod list doesn't really seem to have the need to eat or drink in order to keep your character healthy, at least, or any of that kind. So that's kind of weird for me, but I'm okay with it. It's no mod list is a perfect mod list unless you make it yourself, and then it's probably a broken mod list. That's what I find. But this is a damn good mod list. A really good, damn good mod pack. Quite enjoying it. So, search for the body downriver. Yeah, we might do that. So if we take a look, we're way up here. Probably want to head up here to where Solitude is and catch a cart, because we're not really near anything.
What do you need?
Huh? Just going through the door. Why would I need something? Sometimes people are strange. And being as there's a lot of Imperials around, she does have to be careful, because who knows, one of them
Stormcloak, the rightful High King.
might recognize her. Probably has wanted posters up in Cyrodiil. Light jog does her good. At least for a while. I don't know if she can keep it up all day, but... let's save before you go any further. You really don't know what we're getting into. Oh, Fox. Make some of these mushrooms. That sounds like a bear. Looks like it might be a werebear. I don't think we want anything to do with that. What is the smoke from? Do not know. The body. Guard's note on Aldepius. We got a crossbow now. Wow, there's a lot of stuff here. Torch, meat pie. All right. So, what's up with the note? Bandit bounty, okay. You haven't read already, huh? Beginning to suspect how deep this is not who he claims to be. He seemed rather old for a new recruit. It wasn't until he started asking about our bandit information that I began to suspect something was amiss. Still, I would have forgiven this as natural curiosity had he not asked to meet him, so I checked with the list of garrison, and no one by the name of DPS is on it. Don't know who he is, but he's not a member of the guard. He's stationed at Dagger Bridge at the moment. When my shift is over, I'm going to confront him about it. Okay. Oh, this sounds very dangerous. I'd like to know what's going on with, Oh, wait. First...
Puny weakling.
Who healed you?
You'll be so much easier to rob when you're dead. You're a fool to fight me. I love a challenge. You can't hide from me. Found. It's nothing. Split your belly like an old woman's purse. Guide the dogs to the north.
Damn it! Oh, I'm definitely overburdened. This is terrible. Oh, come on. Swim! Swim, girl! You can do it! Don't have any backpacks or anything, do we? Oh, I gotta get rid of the firewood. Like, boom. Firewood that was doing me in. Really? Don't be stupid there, game. Come on. Have any lockpicks? 3. Oh boy. Can't. Early, so I'm not going to be resting here. No. We're going to do a quick save. And we're going to do our best to avoid that guy. Completely avoid that guy. Like, utterly and completely avoid him. I just try swimming up here. This might be the best option for me at this time. Is there a way to get back up somewhere? I can get back over here. Hey, where's my, there we go. FPS is better. Would we want that on, or we don't want it on? I don't remember which is which. So I believe we want the gloomy look, so I believe that's it on. I don't know.
Everything all right?
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
Come on in.
I should have made sure that body sank to the bottom of the river. I old age, I've gotten sloppy. Guess I should come clean. My real name is Palladius. I'm a bandit. At least I used to be until our group was betrayed by one of our own. Started the whole charade because I wanted to know who. Oh, sounds a lot like me in a way, but not the bandit part, but To be honest, doesn't matter anymore. Never any honor among thieves. I lost what little claim I had to it the day I joined Tyra's crew. Then again, maybe I can still have an honorable death. Meet me at Dragon Bridge. We can settle this there.
Let me know if you need anything, or take a seat by the fire and I'll send someone over.
This guy.
You there. Heed my request. It'll only take a moment of your time. For what I ask plain. If you're a bard, for your own sake, do not sing, for your voice cannot compare to mine.
Mind you, don't forget to sweep up, Julien. The floor's looking a bit dusty.
I'd rather stick a hot poker in my ear than hear you speak another word.
You hide your love with
You'll
contempt,
make a fine innkeeper.
but I know you've been bewitched by my timber.
Nina Willow.
How
You know. Why is there a wolf here?
This should be good.
Watch what you're doing.
Divine smile on you, friend.
Indeed.
All right, then.
There's no hunter born on this list, so you can't properly skin things and do that kind of stuff. It's okay, though. Parts of this are a little more simplistic than some things. This is not... so only about 800 mods, I do believe. Pretty damn good for that. Pretty damn good. Guy can sell wood too? Yeah.
Make yourself useful and chop up some firewood.
He did do that.
There's a few coins in it for you.
Yeah, firewood to sell.
Honest gold for honest work.
Excellent.
Uh-huh.
Here, your wife's cheating on you. Is that you? I don't know. Okay. Not like I have any potions. Health regeneration. Ta-da! Yes, please. Armor.
Never should have come here. I've been wounded once by better. That's all you got?
Oh boy. Guy's gonna kill me.
This is your last mistake.
Guy's gonna kill me. He's got very heavy armor. Woo-hoo-hoo.
You're out back. Victory is yours. I commit. We are routed. Fall back.
Wow. barely survived that one, I'll tell you. Hoping the poison would help, but against that armor, it was not much help at all. Wow. Is there anybody to tell or let know or do anything in regards to this? Nothing? It's just over? Okay. That's that, huh? Okay, what else we got here? Another cape. Yeah, we'll go with the leather cape. Why not? It's something. Now I don't know whether or not we want to switch to this armor. It was really heavy, hard armor guy was on, but guy was wearing. Increases your magic resistance. I think we're just gonna sell it when we can. Sure we saved here, right? Yeah. Can I level up at all? Okay, we're gonna go with health for now. And a little more health. Yeah. I would like to level up some destruction, please. Yes. And probably need some light armor. Alright, let's go. What do we got for bolts? Do we have enough bolts here? One bolt. Ugh. I do prefer the Imperial crossbow to the bows for this character, though, so, yeah. Have to find or buy some more bolts. The werebear is the first werebear, apparently, that I've seen here, but there are plenty of minotaurs that kind of guard the road and stuff, so I gotta be careful of that. Probably any sense picking anything else up right now. Just move this way, keep an eye on things. We are heading towards Solitude. Where we're headed for. And we probably have enough that we don't even have to go into Solitude if we can get there. Yoma dealer. Yoma dealer. Yeah, we're very, very close to carry weight here, so let's just keep moving. This is up to the Thalmor Embassy, so we'll head this way. Towards Old Solitude. Not that Lucidia has ever been here, but plenty of places in Skyrim she has not been yet. Take it a little slower here. Walk in all nice and casual like. I'm surprised at how quickly she recovered fighting that guy in the heavy armor. Her near-death experience. Here she is. Seemingly unscathed, but she knows she's going to sleep well tonight. Even on this frickin' cart. Ooh, a covered cart. Very nice.
Need something?
Hire your carriage, please, sir.
Where do you want to go?
The
straight
rift?
through, or did you want to stop somewhere along the way?
No. To the town of Riften, please.
Climb and back, and we'll be off.
Yep.
All this standing around is rubbish.
Appreciate it.
We should be taking
You might run into some of them lizard folk in Riften. Quite a few of them.
Is that a
work
worry?
the docks there. Not sure why. They like swimming in a lake, maybe.
Maybe they live there and work there, dude. Racist fucking bastard. So she is closer and closer to the blue-furred Khajiit.
Hold there. Before I let you into Riften, you need to pay the visitor's tax. For the privilege of entering the city. What does it matter? Call it what you want. You don't pay, then you're not getting in. Don't want in, huh? Fine. Have a good walk to the next city.
One or the other is bound to win the war eventually. Why not curry favor now, so that the victor will look upon us kindly?
You have the foresight of a Khajiit in a sandstorm. If we offer a discount to both sides, the winners will persecute us for helping the losers.
I had not thought of it that way.
Goods and wares of all kinds, and all can be yours.
Yes?
Bandits harass the caravans at every step, but Khajiit usually scare them off.
Guard the caravan?
Yes, I was hired to protect the others as we walk the roads of Skyrim.
Birds are
It is
noisy.
a thankless task, and I would rather be back home than elsewhere.
Ah,
but I
damn
have
crows are
little
too
choice.
noisy. Barely hear
Akari
this.
freed me from a prison in Cyrodiil, and now I must repay my debt to him.
Oh, you're from Cyrodiil.
A word of advice, my friend. Do not mix gambling and drink. Taken together,
That's very
they
good
will empty
advice.
your pockets
Very
of
good
every
advice.
septim.
Prices.
A few days ago, we were ambushed. A nuisance, really. But many of the marauders had quick fingers. One of them stole my moon amulet, given to me by my mother when I was just a cub. It is my only memory of home in this cold land.
Traveled to bring you these fine goods. Come and see what
If I stumble across those bandits, I'll try to get your amulet back.
You are kind to offer. We believe the bandits are part of a group headquartered here. Be careful. I missed my amulet. But a life cannot be replaced as easily.
Good point. Good point.
May your road lead you to warm sands.
So many refuse to talk to us. They call us thieves and smugglers. I am glad to see that you are not such a one.
What have you got for sale?
Take a look.
Oh, I really need that. Yes, I do. Okay. You need to sell a bunch of things. Make some good money here. Oh, this will help. Definitely need that. Okay. Destruction? That's very expensive. That's what that is. That's very expensive. Damn it. It's also expensive. Too expensive for me. Beautiful looking sword. Look at that. Wow. Beautiful. Your disease would be a very good one to have. That's a good one. Minor healing. We'll take a couple of these. Some of these. 8 apiece. Wow. Thank you.
I hope that you will come to do business with us again.
Very, very possible. Thank you. No place to sleep out here for me, so it's going to be a little bit of a long night.
It has been a profitable journey, and yet I long for the warm sands of elsewhere more and more each day.
Okay. Do a little bit more wood. And don't forget to put on the backpack and the other amulet.
They look upon us and see only thieves and smugglers.
It is a pity, but it cannot be helped. Perhaps if we continue to show that we can be trusted, they will open their cities to our caravan.
So health regen increased by 25. That's really good. Oh, we didn't get another one. I thought we did get another one. Oh, we looked at another one maybe, but we didn't get it. That's okay. That's right. We didn't. Go from 375 carry weight to... Oh, from 300 to 375. Yeah.
I wish that I had your optimism.
Tools, wares, and weapons, all for sale at fair prices.
Just stand here by the fire and we'll...
I've been in this land for so long, I have forgotten what it feels like to walk on warm sand.
Yes, I know just what you
We'll
mean.
wait here until
My
it's
toes are
morning,
numb
and
from
I
the
thank you for
cold,
joining me
more
on my
no.
first episode of my first adventures here in Nordic Souls Skyrim. This is my series, If You Can't Catch 'em, with Lucidia Katchem. What's going to happen when she finds her blue-furred Khajiit? We'll see going forward. Everybody, I want to thank you for making this whatever success it may be, this video, this series, this channel. I owe to you, my viewers. I do appreciate that. As we've turned the corner now on 2022, moved to the 2023 time of reflection, and I am so appreciative of everybody. Whatever, like I say, whatever success I have, I owe all to you people. So thank you so much. Leave a comment down below if you have something to say. Hopefully something good, but hey, I'll take constructive criticism. That's fine. I may not follow it, but I'll listen. And don't forget to leave a like on the video, please. Give her a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. If you're planning on coming back, then consider subscribing to the channel, ringing the bell for notifications. Also, if you want to see more of what Mist-Valley Skyrim is doing and make sure you don't miss anything, as well as my other main channel, Mist-Valley Gaming, you should check the link down below. Consider signing up for my Discord channel, Mist-Valley Discord. I do post in there a lot, as well as all my gaming videos going up there. I just talk about life, sports, funny things, Star Wars stuff. I talk about all kinds of things that interest me, pets and music. And, you know, we have some conversations. We talk about, you know, building bases and Odan and other games. We just talk and encourage each other and have a great time. You're welcome to join that. I'm the Mist Lord, but you can call me Dread. This is Mist-Valley Skyrim. We're out of here. See you next time. Bye-bye.